We are live.
Woo! It's the Ashley and Gus show. I mean, we're not really
There
live.
we go.
We are
We're still
live.
There we are.
We've been 20 seconds in, man.
Yeah.
We didn't know where we were.
So we thought today we'd talk about
Books.
the top 10 books that got us where we've gotten to in the last 4 years. COVID pulled a number on us, and we decided to rewire our entire way of thinking, ideas, thoughts, and we sought some help. And even though we both had always read books, we decided to really go deep on.
I'd say we both went. We got a lot more into it. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm having hair and hat problems.
Let me fix this while we're sitting here.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna fix your hair.
we've had a long day.
We had a teacher at school who used to and we're like, oh, yeah. The old days.
So
anyway,
we thought we'd talk about the top 10 books that have shaped us in the last 4 years. And
it might explain everything.
here's really interesting.
Yeah.
And I was putting these books together
Mm-hmm.
as I was choosing the books. We know, I think, 7 of these authors personally. That's Ashley. She's got this handled.
Oops.
I
was going to do a little...
So this is going to take a little time. So we want to get through these books.
Okay.
We're going to start with number 10 on our list.
Okay, which one's 10?
The one you have top there.
Oh, okay. Hey, they're in order. Oops. Slay Your Day.
Slay Your Day
I'm trying to
by Sandy
The
Glant.
glare, not too bad.
Sandy Glant is someone we actually know.
She is awesome.
Ashley is mentored by Sandy. I guess I'm mentored by Sandy too. I get.
You get my residual mentorship.
But I sometimes sit in on your mentorship calls, and Sandy loves my input and stuff like that, or I love Sandy's input.
What we love about Sandy is that she really she focuses mostly on moms, mompreneurs, I guess, working moms, and really ways to focus on what needs to happen in your business. She really focuses on the money moves so that you can have it all. You can spend time growing your business. You can spend time with your kids. You can spend time with your family. You can basically, she helps you spend the time that you want with the people that you want to spend it with, doing the things that you want to do. And she helps you organize.
Sandy has 2 young children. She has a husband that's got a powerful position. They travel the world. She was Mrs. International last year, but yes. she creates goals for herself and her family and executes on them, and it's a great book it's
a great read. It makes sense, and it makes you think about how you are spending your time and how to organize your time better. So I highly recommend.
All right, our next book. We do not have the book here because
you have it electronically?
Yeah, I listen to it.
I like to.
I listen to it on audio on Amazon. Anyway, yeah, all these books can be in the links below. We have them. Okay. I put the links in from Amazon. The 21 irrefutable laws.
Irrefutable
laws of leadership by John Maxwell. Follow them, and people will follow you. John Maxwell says, if you follow these 21 rules, these 21 laws, you will be an excellent leader. You can learn key principles of success leadership such as vision, influence, responsibility, and commitment. It highlights the ways you set goals for yourself and your team while maintaining emotional balance during difficult times. Each law is backed up by inspiring and practical examples from Maxwell's personal experience. You're telling me to slow down.
Yeah.
We spend 3 minutes on each book. It's going to take us.
Okay, that's fine. It's just that you read so fast. I can't even understand you, but that's cool. Yeah. I haven't read it yet. I haven't had the experience yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
One of our current mentors was mentored by John Maxwell, and we're going to mention.
I was going to say his book's coming up.
His book's in here, but we have not met John. He's one of the people on the list we have not met.
Not yet.
And we look forward. We actually had an opportunity to hang out with him, and we weren't able to go
because we travel a lot. Okay, you're managing this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help and realize now I'm doing stuff.
The next book on our list, number 8, and again we have it on Audible. The 5-second rule: transform your life, work, and confidence with everyday courage, by Mel Robbins.
And if you're not following Mel Robbins, follow Mel Robbins because she's awesome.
So she basically, the concept of this book is every decision you make, everything you do it within 5 seconds. I think one of the most interesting things on this book, or one of the things you can do instantly, you know how you're stuck in bed in the morning, you don't want to get out? So count down backwards from 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take off like a rocket ship and get out of there.
Oops. We took off like such a rocket ship. Our camera.
Yeah. So anyway, I actually, when I read this book, I bought a business. I had a decision. I was sitting.
You went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I literally had a 3-month. I don't even know why I was dragging my heels on it, but I literally sat there in the morning, was reading the book, and it said, "Just do it." That 5-second rule, and I actually woke up and I said, I sent an email off and I bought the business. And
there you go.
But
you know what I think that this, what I think that this really focuses on too is understanding, like, at the end of our lives, we usually don't regret what we did do. We usually regret what we didn't do. So what I love about this book is that it focuses on, like, make a decision. Just make a decision.
There it is. The secret to changing life isn't knowing what to do. It's knowing how to make yourself do it.
Ooh,
that's true. Yeah, we're going to get into some of these other books that's going to touch on the same subject.
Powerful stuff. It's easy, accessible, science-backed, and proven.
Yes.
Aha.
There we go. All right. Number 7. Ooh. Sell or be sold.
Oh, whoops. I'm reading these backwards.
Yeah, it's okay.
Got it.
Here. Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone.
Leave it to that girl.
We know Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone makes the list a couple times here with us. Grant Cardone was probably the biggest influence us through COVID to help us rebuild our business and get to where we need to be. The basic concept of this is everyone, he doesn't care who you are, you need to learn to sell, because you're either selling your ideas to somebody or somebody's selling their ideas to you. And
where a lot of people resist, like, I don't want to have to sell. I don't want to have to get on the phone. I don't want to have to, like, be the salesperson. You are the salesperson. Just suck it up and understand that if you're selling an idea, if you're selling a company, if you're selling anything, you're selling. So why not be well prepared and well armed to do it and do it correctly? So with that,
and even Grant mentions that selling yourself on eating healthy, selling yourself on working out, selling yourself on doing the things you don't want to do that you know you need to do. That comes out of this book. It's a great book. All right, number 6 on the list. Living with a SEAL, 31 Days Training with the Toughest Man on the Planet by Jesse Itzler. Jesse Itzler is a dynamic guy. We've been in the same room as him. He is just unbelievable. He started Marquis Jets. He's married to
Sarah Blakely of Spanx. He's a really cool guy.
Jesse has done very well for himself. He started a lot of different brands. Anyway, he took on an ex-Navy SEAL. It's known now, David Goggins. Dude's a monster. And he had David move in with him for 31 days and told him to train him.
Right.
And
like physically train.
The book is hysterical. It's just the stuff they go through. And he's got Jesse up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing crazy things. Again, I listened to it on Audible. It's just like, it makes you think you're not doing what you think you need to do, or you're just like, even if you're in great athletic shape, you're not doing it. Jesse has since run 100-mile. He's very active in I don't know, to say fitness. He's like ultra marathoner. He does all sorts of great races and stuff, super physical challenges, and he's always pushing himself to do stuff like that. And I think that's fantastic. Yes.
But listening to the book is it's a pleasure.
Yeah, I think Kobe Bryant,
entertaining and informative.
I think Kobe Bryant said something along those lines.
Okay, like, man, and it's motivating. I mean, you're just sitting there like, oh my God, I should go do this too, or like, gee, if I just go for a run, that's so much less like hassle than what this guy's doing.
Yeah, so. I like in the book. So they're living in Manhattan, and David Goggins I'm saying his name, Goggins, brings him a life raft. It's like 200-pound life raft. And he's like, Jesse, if you and your family are stuck here in the closed bridges in the tunnel, how the hell are you going to get off here? This is how you're going to get off. You're going to bring this to the river, and you're going to row across the river, and you're going to get over to New Jersey.
You are on an island in Manhattan.
Yes. So anyway, that's part of that book. Number 5, I'll let you take this, and I'll comment on it because this is a phenomenal book, unexpected, excellent read.
I'll admit to you right now. So this is Building an Empire by Elena Cardone. I really didn't know what to think. I jumped in, started reading it. I was a little skeptical. Man, did this blow me over. This book, and I recommend this to almost every woman that I talk to, especially women who are like, you know what? I'm ready for this. Or you know what? I'm ready for something bigger, or I'm ready for a man in my life, or I'm ready for just some way of leveling up. I highly recommend this book. The reason why is, and it's pure Cardone. She gives examples from her own life, what she did, how she did it, and the result that it brought. And then it gives you opportunities to just kind of stop, think, what do you want? How do you want to go get this? And it just like all of a sudden it opens up all of these things in your mind because it's giving you ideas and perspectives, and thinking in a way that most of us don't.
Hey, if you're looking for a significant other in your life,
yeah, she's got the relationship thing down big time.
Yeah, and it was not an easy. It wasn't a straight line for her. Let's put it that way. And the line was in her head.
Most of us, right?
Yeah,
but I mean, she talks about that too. She talks about how she really manifested her lifelong mate and how she did it, and what I love is that she took the exercise a step further and really pushed herself to say, you know, I'm not ready to meet this guy yet. I need to go work on myself, and did that. So anyway, highly recommend that book. The next book, number 4 on our list, another dynamic, strong woman.
Teamwork by Natalie Dawson.
Natalie Dawson is
really puts over there.
Is a rock star. She's oops, I've got my finger over her name. So what do we want to say about
Natalie Dawson? If you're trying to build a team,
this is
the correct way to do it. It's literally building our team. I've used the guidelines in there to build out our team. It's been phenomenal, game changer. I've owned businesses on and off for over 30 years. If I had this book 30 years ago, my success path would have been different. I've never
working on it.
Yeah, we are. I mean, but we've been following the rules.
I wish I had known this.
We've been following the rules for our hires for the last 2 years through that book. And again, all this stuff is simple. It's not easy.
And it asks you to question some core things early on that most people don't ask.
This book will show you again.
So that's
teamwork. This book, I can be with other business owners and I hear the problems they're having with their employees.
Yes.
And I could be like, dude, you need this book.
You need to pick up this book.
And you need to go back to the drawing board on what you're doing with the people within your organization. It
can be as basic as are you clear on your mission? Are you clear on your vision?
It's truly about building a team and only having team players on your team.
Yeah.
When people bring this into their organization and really embrace it,
it's
the organization usually changes. There's usually some dead weight that self-selects.
Yes.
And they
self-selects
out of the organization, and then other people come to that organization and go, man, I want to work with you guys. And even our latest hiring process, when using the fundamentals in that book, there are people that I had in interviews say, I don't think I could work for you.
Okay.
I'm not here to babysit you and give you a paycheck. So
it shaped so much for us in building our team for our business. And when we hear people, talk about, oh, we're having trouble with this, we always refer them to this book because not only, again, does it give you, it gives you why this is important, but it gives you the how to, even gives you language for ways to craft your LinkedIn job opening, so that you can use that. It's very practical.
My last LinkedIn job posting had 66 applicants in 1 hour from me posting it.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah. So anyway, fantastic.
Pick
book.
It up. Next
book. We're going to step back into the time wave a little.
A few years earlier. It's
The Answer. This is Ashley's copy.
This is my copy.
It's very dog-eared.
A little beat up.
John Assaraf and Mary Smith.
Yes.
Again, let's step back. We know the last two authors, Elena, and we know Natalie.
Yes.
We met John last week.
Yes.
And
great guy.
John Assaraf.
Totally great guy.
I mean, this guy I read this book first time. I don't even know when this book came out. I have to look at this. But
I mailed it to
you. I read it.
I had it sent to
2009. You probably had it sent to me in 2010.
I did.
And I read this book 2010 the first time. Probably read it 3 times since then.
Yeah, so you can grow any business, achieve financial freedom, and live an extraordinary life. This book has, if you are feeling stuck and you've heard about people manifesting their futures, manifesting, like law of attraction, I'm going to put a vision board together, all of that stuff. This explains why that works. It really gets into the brain science of how we are wired as human beings, as far as our brains, why we think the way we think and why we behave the way we behave. And once you have an understanding of that, you then have the power to actually change your wiring in your brain so that you can manifest this stuff. And it's
some of the highlights
gold.
From this business, from this book.
Yes.
Attract more of the right customers to any business.
Mm-hmm.
Create your own business blueprint for success in any field. Pinpoint your own passion and achieve your business goals.
This is
the big one.
Use the law of attraction to create the business of your dreams.
Rewire your brain to make success inevitable. That's a huge thing. And John was talking about this on our. We brought John in to speak to our audience last week, and he was speaking about the fundamentals from this book. It was just phenomenal.
So powerful, good stuff. Highly recommend.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Next
book.
Oh,
Mr. Brandon Dawson.
Woohoo!
9-Figure Mindset.
This one's one of the newer books in our collection.
Somebody I actually on my Facebook feed the other day, somebody I know had that and they were reading it on a plane. It was really interesting to see. That's
when I do all my reading.
Anyway, this is about thinking about 9-figure. This is thinking at the
also very
$100 million and above.
Yes.
Brandon had built $200 million plus businesses, sold them, and his whole mindset is it's unbelievable, and it's about thinking that way. It goes back to it's almost. I'm not going to say it's a newer version, but if you ever read Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. It's about changing your mindset of what you want. Now, 9-figure mindset. This book is just phenomenal.
And what I love about it too, again, along with our other favorite authors, it gives concrete examples of what Brandon experienced, how he experienced those, and then the decisions that he made after having those experiences in terms of how he pushed himself to go bigger, and worked harder to get to that 9-figure business. So He's incredible. He's an incredibly smart guy, but he's also very relatable.
We are mentored by him and his team.
Which is what I love so much about reading his book. So once again, Brandon Dawson and the 9-Figure Mindset. Pick it up, read it. It's very easy to read. He's incredibly entertaining. He's incredibly funny. But he's also very inspiring because you realize, I could do this too.
And we know Brandon. We know his family. It's funny. The first time I met Brandon, I didn't know who he was. He was just some guy in the back of the room I was talking to for 45 minutes.
And he dropped a lot of gold on you.
Oh my God!
He's like, here's what you should do. And you're like, oh my God, this Brandon guy told me what I should do.
Yeah, it was just. Okay. I literally came back to action. I met with him.
Who is he?
I met this Brandon dude, and he kind of explained my whole business and how we need to build it out.
He was right
in 45 minutes, and I was blown away. And then I literally didn't know who he was. Like meeting a celebrity for the first, and not knowing who the celebrity was, and he. Needless to say, now
we've gotten to know him.
We've gotten to know Brandon,
so
and over since 2000. I think I first met him in June of 2020, and since then we've spent a lot of time with him and his team, and he's helped us build our business. Thank you, Brandon. So the top book on our list, somebody asked me what they should do, the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
It's turned into a movement. It's turned into a way of life. There's tens of thousands of followers of Grant Cardone these days. The basic premise is everything takes 10 times more effort, 10 times more work, 10 times more of whatever you think it takes to achieve.
But
once you do that, your results will be unbelievable.
Yes. So it's massive action, massive results, and accomplish your business dreams. It has a lot to do with, it's very like what to do in life as well as in business. And that's what, I enjoy so much about it. But really talking about how much effort you really need to put in.
Massive action. So here's what he says.
Yeah, bring it. Give me some rant.
This achieved massive action. While most people operate with only 3 degrees of action, no action, retreat, or normal action if you're after big goals. You don't want to settle for an ordinary. To reach the next level, you must understand the coveted 4th degree of action. The 4th degree, also known as the 10X Rule, is this level of action that guarantees companies and individuals realize their goals and dreams. It's going to that next level.
And it's true. When you look around, you realize most people are in it to do okay. So if you're in it to do massive action and you're in it to do great, and you're willing to put in the work, it's like you will stand apart merely because you're doing the work and you're going for it and you're reaching out to dominate.
And it's really funny. Even people.
So
Cardone has become a name on the tip of the tongue of many business owners. Mm-hmm. And even last week, I ran into someone who was like, "Oh, I know about Grant, the 10X Rule. Yeah. 10 times more success. 10." And the dude didn't get it.
Yeah,
what he was regurgitating and what he thought he understood about the 10X Rule was just like, oh yeah, you should go for 10 times more than you think. It's just the opposite. You need 10 times more effort to get what you want.
Yeah.
And once you realize that, it's massive. And
again, it's in all areas of your life. It's in your health. It's in your sleep. It's in your daily routine. It's in your daily habits. It's in your family. How much time you spend with your family. And again, making sure you're doing the things that are important to you, so that you can live your life fully and boldly and 10X.
It's not about being reasonable. Anyway, that's our book list. True. There's others. I mentioned, if you haven't read Think and Grow Rich, it's a great book. Actually, he's got Robert Irvine sitting on the desk right now. We've actually met Robert a number of times. Super nice guy. What you see on TV.
The book is great. It again talks about the experiences that he's had in his business and growing his business and what you need to have. And there are definitely common threads along all of these books. There are some, tenets that we've seen that are consistent among great business books.
We're coming at this from business owners. This is the stuff that we need. This is the stuff that we were seeking to grow our lives for our families and our friends and our clients. So this is the stuff we've done. Yeah. If you have any book recommendations, put them in the comments below. Have any questions?
So you're putting all of the links for each of the books. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Pick up the books, enjoy them. Let us know what you think of them, and if you have any recommendations, let us know what we're.
Yeah. How many books a year do you read?
Yeah. I'm not reading enough.
Yeah, I'm not reading enough either.
I need to get back on that.
But
all right.
I'm reading some.
Good.
I'm trying to get through one a week, but I'm nowhere near that. I'll be lucky to get through.
I get it.
2 a month.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Be good.